then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie.
Welcome back. You like, is that Glorilla's on?
No, man.
What's her name?
No, Flipper T.
That's Flipper T?
She stole Glow whole style.
Where's she from?
She's from Atlanta.
She sound like Glorilla.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Offstage. I'm your boy M Dubs.
And I'm your boy Reese.
Welcome to episode 533. This is our 533.
500.
How you say it? 533?
It don't matter. I think he went to.
We back with another one.
Yeah.
Listen, I really got some shit now. Heard on the radio. I got to shout out Leon Rogers and GCI. They was talking about it today.
Oh, word?
When you see a black-owned business, do you feel like you have to support, or what's your take on it?
I don't.
You don't what?
I don't feel like I have to support. If your business not good, you're not getting my money. You know, I understand when you're in the working stages, you know, it's the first year or something like that. But other than that, no. If I go in there and it's dirty, excluding Harold's, because it got to be dirty. Clean Harold's is not good.
But would you just at least go check it out? Like,
of course, yeah. I'm going to give them a try. I'm going to give them a try. Maybe even two.
So what is it for you? Is it the customer service, or is the product, or is it a combination?
It's everything. I'm big on customer service. If you got an attitude, you got one time to have an attitude.
I don't care about customer service.
No, I'm big on
I
that.
like some ghetto little bitches.
I'm big on it. And then the product, you got to be. You sell.
So you need great customer service.
I don't need
Harold's.
great customer.
I'm just saying, like,
no, I don't need great.
Jerk 48, you need great customer service.
I don't need no bitch having an attitude behind the counter.
That's everywhere.
Not really.
Yeah.
And then they know who they can play with too.
I mean, here's the thing. And right, I get it, customer service. I just don't like certain places when they have young people that have to deal with adults.
Right. I
was in, and I'm gonna say the name. I was at the Rib Spot on 95th.
You don't remember the name?
They change their name every month.
I know what you're talking about. Chicago Pit Stop.
Chicago Pit Stop.
We went there last night.
They got some amazing food.
Yeah.
They had a young girl in the window, right? She wasn't young like a teenager, but she was a young adult.
Yeah.
Okay? And there was a woman who came in who ordered a lot of, she called in her order. It was a lot of food. It was like $78 or something.
Damn.
Right? So when the girl called her number, she gave her like this one thing. So the young girl, the lady like, ma'am, my tickets, I paid $74. You think this all I got? So the young girl is like, well, this is what I'm showing. So it just got, the older lady just started going crazy.
Oh, shit.
I would have liked somebody in the back to step in.
Management.
You know what I'm saying? And be like, but the young girl, it got to the point where the older woman was, bitch, I'll drag you. I'll beat your ass. What time you get off work? And I'm just like, I seen both sides. You know, somebody should have stepped in and said, ma'am, I can tell you ordered a lot of food. You just got to be patient.
Right.
The young girl trying to tell her how y'all order offline, this how it's coming up.
Right.
This what I see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she just copped the attitude. She young, woo-wop the bam. I would have just liked an adult to step in and said, you know, but here's where they ticked her off. They don't have a refund policy, or they have a no. I do not like places
that's black
that have the first thing you should do is give a motherfucker their money back.
Immediately.
Why that's not the first line of defense for a black-owned place to be like, you know what? We just gonna give you your money back.
Right.
Why you don't want to give people their money back?
Black businesses don't believe the customer is right.
And it's like, you shouldn't go back and, what I would have did, I would have gave you your money back.
Canceled that order.
And I would have said, you know what? I'm going to still give you the food. But just promise me this. Don't you ever come back in here again.
She wouldn't have got the food at my business.
Don't come back. But she showed her ass. She was like, bitch, when you get off work, I'm going to be out here. I'm like, for some ribs.
$78.
That shit was $5.
Yeah, it is $5.
But that's what, and what people don't look at too with black business. And Leon said this too. He said most of our shit start off as a lick.
Right. Right.
It be a lick that we try.
Right.
And that's what I be want people to tell me. When I go to a restaurant, I say,
this
hey,
ain't our passion. This ain't what
or
we...
no, we knew. Just
Right.
like I tell people about our show. When people be saying the sound, we knew.
We super
I'm
new.
a comedian, truck driver. We don't know nothing about sound and video. We learn it. That's my disclaimer.
And we do this shit ourselves.
We do it ourselves. So if you told me that when I come in your restaurant and say, hey, I just got out the joint. I had $80,000. I just opened this shit
Bought
up.
some shit.
It might be a little longer,
Right.
but we gonna make it right.
Now, of course, yeah. I
That's,
understand.
That's
now.
what you
Yeah.
can say. But when you presume like you got y'all shit together and this and that, then we want top service. But again, people, when you get a business, what people fail to realize is Target and Walmart, they spend millions of dollars on customer service,
Yes.
right? Show your niece a video. Have a day where you show your daughter or somebody
Training.
at the desk, right?
Training.
To treat people right. And if you have a moment, because she had a moment, she should have said, let me go get the old nigga in the
manager,
back
yeah.
with the big hands who chopping up the motherfucking ribs. Because it took a long time for people to come. And I'm like, where is like the man? Where's the people?
That's
at?
crazy.
Like,
I called in there yesterday. It was like, we don't got nobody in here.
man,
Y'all can come right in. We don't got nobody. We ain't taking no orders over the phone.
some black businesses, you be like, y'all need to close. Y'all don't got no macaroni. Y'all don't got no okra. They buy chicken from Popeyes. Like, y'all, what y'all doing? I was at a restaurant.
Allegedly.
I saw them bringing in Popeyes,
Damn.
putting that shit in, and then they serving it. I'm like, man, y'all need y'all. I still bought it, but look, the main thing is, so I mean, I give y'all a try. I fuck with the black, but sometimes you just gotta know what not to fuck. If you black and cut grass, I'll be like, nah, I ain't.
Wait. I made a lot of money cutting grass.
Hey, I need the Julio's baby with the edge up and the zigzag. I mean, I used to right now my
The
grass
black people
dude is
prices
black.
be ridiculous.
$129 a week. I'm
Right,
like,
nigga?
bro.
I got 4 squares in my yard. Just 4.
So, but I'm telling you, black-owned businesses, we got to get it together, y'all. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take. Everybody trying to make money, you know, from the car shop. Like, the car stuff is the worst. Paint shops,
$8,000
body shops
for paint.
it's just ridiculous.
I just got used to buying rims for $5,000.
Man. So,
Paint job, damn.
yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, if I see something open, like it's a lot of people talking about these restaurants, and you know, I'd be like, I just expect the worst customer service. If your food good,
But
I just expect it's gonna be somebody niece in there.
that's not cool
with a
though.
bad-
That's not cool.
It's not. What can you do?
Go
All you can
somewhere
do is
else.
just not go there.
Yeah, go
You know?
somewhere else.
But it's just what it is. Like, you know, we know spots that got terrible customers.
Right.
We still be like, I hate to go here, but
That shit fire,
that lemon pepper is off the chain.
nigga.
But I'm telling you, I'd rather have bogus customer service
Them bogus food.
if you get me the fuck up out of here,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's just that if I gotta be here a long time and the customer service bad, I don't mind y'all don't know what y'all doing and rude and all that. If I could get my food and get the
Right.
fuck on.
See, I'm not a waiter. I don't wait. If I got to wait for a long time, I don't care how good it
That's
is.
Keith Lee fault. Got every spot you gotta wait at for some fucking fishtail
Yeah.
nuggets. Because you told people this shit good. Now you go to all these restaurants, now everywhere is, you know it's a 4-hour wait. Why?
No.
For a sandwich? That spot on Michigan. What's that spot? The hoagie spot.
Yeah.
Fucking 5 hours
Yeah.
for a sloppy Joe.
No.
Nigga, this sloppy Joe.
No.
It's ridiculous, man.
That's why I sent my wife, because she okay with that
Now,
shit.
what spot would you wait at? What spot would you be like, fuck it? We going there, we gonna wait.
Kind of,
I'm talking about hood spot.
right, right. See,
I ain't talking about Roof Chris. I'm talking about somewhere in the hood that you know it's a super long wait.
I don't know.
The
I don't,
hoagie spot?
I don't fuck. No,
You
I don't
fuck with
wait.
the
I do, but I ain't waiting. If I got to wait, I'm not going.
We found this spot in Indiana. The line looked like a dope line. We just had to try it.
There's some places where the line is long, but they getting you up out of there too.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with any spot that's getting you up out of there.
But yeah, that was one of the things.
What the fuck is going on in China? What the fuck is up with Louis Vuitton and all the design? Everybody out they mind. They like, wait.
I think China bullshit.
You think so? I don't think so.
I think China just
I don't
on some
think
bullshit.
They ain't bullshitting.
They on bullshit.
Them the real GDs.
They on some bullshit. I'm talking about with them exposing like
Nope.
Louis Vuitton
I
and
don't think
all
so.
that.
I don't think so.
I don't think that's.
I think the people that values that shit is hurt.
No, I don't think so. Because
I think that.
when you buy that type of stuff, you buying what you like.
Or
it's
no,
certain
really.
people though.
Not really.
It's certain people who don't mind spending $38,000 for a Birkin.
You right.
And who just want that experience. Like some people buy that for the experience.
Or
Or
most of the people buying it for the name.
well, that's them the people. I'm saying I'm not talking about them. And you right about those people I hurt. But I'm talking about the people who like going to Louis Vuitton and getting the wine and do the whole experience where some people like that, you know. But as far as them getting on the internet and saying that this bad, China, then we already got woont with China and WV. We know they be on some woont shit. They woont people all the time. So I'm not finna take face value that they like, oh. Like, we know it's replicas. We know now I will say this, China making good ass replicas now. They making they shit raw. So, but they ain't scared of the US. They not scared of Trump. They like, nigga, we don't care. But what people don't know is China had a tariff on us too. Tariffs is you just taxing the goods and services what's coming in and out your country.
Yeah. People don't understand that.
You gotta tax people. Yeah. If you finna sell us some shit or sell something over here, we gonna tax you.
Like a motherfucker.
If we selling your shit, they gonna tax. So I don't get into all that, but they ain't scared of Trump. Dude said we was here 5,000 years before.
Man.
We'll be here 5,000 years out. He said, we ain't worried about y'all.
Man. He
said, only person we fucking with is LeBron and Steph. He's like, all the rest of you niggas, y'all could be replaced.
How much is a 4-bedroom in China? Shit.
I think China more expensive though,
is
right?
No,
or
I
it's
don't think
cheaper.
so. We need to move, baby.
China though, I don't fuck with China like that.
They ass ain't fat enough for me.
They don't make 14s and shoes. That's how you know when shoes not real. They don't go up to a 14. They stop at a 12 or a 13.
What's your size? Euro
14,
size?
a 14.
48.
I don't know all that, but they need to get it together. Trump, I don't care what Trump do. I just want you to make it we can get loans and PPPs again, bro.
That's it. I don't
care nothing about your political. I don't even care if you racist.
That shit ain't gonna benefit us no way.
I just want you to let business owners get this bread.
That's it.
That's it. Bill, you can make a LLC tonight.
That's all I want. Yes.
And tomorrow you
go
can get $700,000. That's it. Like, let's get to that. All this tariff and he prejudiced, and we know that.
Yeah.
Free Larry Hoover.
Number one.
And get to the money, Donald. Donald, get to the fucking bag. Give black businesses money. Fund that shit through Nike or whoever you got to wrap it around. Tesla, Elon. Send $30 trillion to Chicago.
South Side.
Sit that shit right on State and 87th Street. And niggas just gotta go for what they know. Put that shit on pallets. $30 trillion.
Nigga, I'm running. Crutches is coming off.
Nigga, I'm taking. What if they did that? Just
nigga, you gonna see me run?
They got like 80 semi trucks, right? And they just unload pallets of hundreds. And we need to make a movie like that, right?
We already making another movie. This nigga keep coming up with movies.
So they don't know how to disperse it, but they gonna do this in every major city.
In the hoods?
In the neighborhoods, right? It's kind of like, what's that movie?
It's kind of like
what's the movie where people died?
I know,
right?
I can't get some
Saw. Is it Saw? No.
It's not Saw. It's
some games.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, right?
Hunger Games.
So it's Hunger Games meet what's that movie Ice Cube son? Den of Thieves.
The
right?
Grudge.
Or
I mean, not The Grudge. What's the other fucking movie? Well, murder is legal.
The Netflix.
Purge.
The
The
Purge.
Purge. Yeah.
So they drop $30 trillion cash in the hood on 59th and Paulina.
I ain't going over there.
It's all hundreds. They on
Going
Palace
over.
though. And everybody gotta be on 87th in the damn right. It's like everybody in line.
Nigga.
And you gotta run. You gotta like it's a big gate. And you gotta fucking run.
You don't got no handicap express line?
None of that.
Damn.
None of that. So you gonna have to maneuver niggas.
Yes.
You gonna have to figure out a way.
Shoot.
Yo, that should be crazy. I'ma write that movie.
Yeah.
Nigga night. Nigga night.
Don't steal our shit. It's copywritten right now.
Nigga
night.
And watch this. Here goes something for y'all ass. I was waiting to say this.
Oh.
I put on Bentley Cal Evans, and I'm going to show y'all. I put on his page a couple of months ago. I said, y'all dropped the ball on not giving Vernell Hill a spinoff back in the day.
Oh.
I swear to God,
And
on
they
my
just
uncle,
did it.
on
They
my
just
uncle
did it.
Rick Grave. I know he saw that.
I remember what you talking about.
I said, y'all dropped the ball by not giving Vernell Hill a show. And look now, I think it's too late now because Tommy and them too old.
Yeah, he got a wig on.
I don't know
now.
how y'all gonna do it, but back at that time, it was like I don't know why Fox didn't give fucking Vernell Hill his own show, and as a radio personality in LA, like they dropped the ball. But look,
the catfish is delicious.
it's enough of that, man. We got a special fucking guest in the building today,
Yes.
man. We've been trying to get this young lady on the show for the longest.
She busy.
She's super busy. I'm glad she stopped by. I need everybody to show some love. Give it up. Start clapping up. Start clapping up. We like coming to the stage for the one and only Corey Bell. What's up, Corey?
What up?
I think you one of like the most requested
Yeah.
people, yo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Lot of people like, when y'all
gonna get
I'm
Corey?
like, we gonna have fucking Corey Bell.
I never would have expected
A
that.
lot of people.
Oh, you hot.
When you gonna have Corey? I'm like, we gonna get Corey.
They don't know I don't gossip no more. I'm not here to ruin nobody's lives anymore. I am I am redeemed. I am a Christian. But no, that's dope to hear that. I really never would have expected that because Chicago got so many
You right.
like
Yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
Like way, so many stars. I definitely didn't
Do you
put
see
myself
yourself as a star?
Not yet.
Not yet. You want to be a star?
I don't know.
Because you seeing it, right?
Because I get to see it
Yeah.
on the level that I thought that I wanted to be on.
Yeah.
And it is a lot scarier. It's a lot more scary than what people think. You look at a sitcom that's 28 minutes and then you see like clips of so-and-so shopping or where, just the little blogs and stuff. But it's 24 hours in a day,
Yeah.
nigga. And the other shit that go on,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want fame.
Yeah.
You're like that.
Yeah.
Until you really can see it, you don't really know if that's what you want. And I happen to sit up under the best of the best.
Especially when you got a good life, you just be wanting a little bit
Yeah.
more than what
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah.
I just want people to be happy to
Yeah.
see me, be like, I
Yeah.
know who that is, and
Yeah.
I want to be able to swipe my card
Yes.
without any hesitation.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was so amazing to me when I was shopping with Corey. And he didn't have to ask how much it cost. I was like,
Yeah, I
wanna
want
do
that.
Yeah, I want to just be able to be like, give me that,
Yeah.
give me that.
A black card.
And ain't saying like, hey, how much?
Nope.
What's my total?
I like this,
You
and I
just
want this.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's kind of where I want to be. I just want to be able to make sure that I just want to be able to put all my bills on auto pay, mortgage,
Yeah.
car
Yes.
note, and not even have to worry about
and
it.
be able to take your grandbabies to school.
That's
A
it.
few people like, hey, you just
Hey,
like,
you looking good. That's it.
That's it.
Because everything else that come with it, it literally, you think that it might just be like a headache.
Right.
That shit is scary.
Scary. Cause them day 26 niggas weren't crying for nothing. Them motherfuckers.
And neither was B2K.
Right.
That whole
B2K immature, like everybody
Crying.
got eyes
I said, what
What?
the fuck?
of grown men.
Everybody in the
Everybody
group
crying.
shit.
Who gave that ass?
I was
up?
about to say somebody was the sacrificial
TUG.
lamb, and everybody else had to sit around and
Which
watch.
one of you day
Damn.
26 niggas
Oh my
said,
God.
fellas, I'm gonna take it for the team?
Right.
No.
That's why them niggas crying, because
Right.
they know
Who
who the one took it.
No,
Damn.
And Willie was the only one not crying. He was
Man.
like, I'm
he
from
from Chicago.
I'm from Chicago.
We don't do that.
I ain't doing
It ain't gonna be me.
He like, I'll pee on the bitch.
But I ain't.
That's what we do in the shot. We pee on
We
bitches.
pee on bitches. Oh, shit, that's funny.
Wow.
Shout out to Willie, man.
Shout out to
Yes,
Willie.
shout out to
Corey,
Willie.
how long you been doing comedy?
11
Get
years.
the fuck out
Really?
of here. Shut
I've
the
been
front
doing
door.
comedy since 2014.
Okay.
2014. I'm sorry, 2013. It'll be 12 years in November.
That's right.
Damn.
I'll never forget it.
You started at DJ's?
I started at Monday Madness, Nisha's room. What was it? D-Lo's or
was that?
Club Karma.
Club Karma.
Club Karma on a Monday night.
Monday night.
And the first time I ever went up, I had to go behind Vet in the Game from North Carolina, older guy. We haven't seen him in a while, and now I can't think of his name.
Hamburger?
No.
Who you talking
Same in that same age range. And God bless
From
him. He's
North
sick.
Carolina.
He from North Carolina. Oh, he an uncle. Funny, super
know who
funny.
you're talking about.
I can't think of his
But he
name.
was
I
at
think
Riddles. I
no,
mean,
he
at,
was there.
Club Karma.
He was
Club Karma.
yep. He was the headliner.
Wow.
He was the headliner, and Nisha was like, "I'm putting you up after him." I'm like, "Nigga, after that, why?
Right.
Like, why?"
Right.
Because she told me I had started going 3 times. I went 3 times. I went to Club Karma 3 times because Willie Lynch Jr. introduced me to Just Niche at Riddles at his going away party.
Okay.
I met Willie Lynch Jr. in Jamaica, whatever.
Long story.
Yeah, long story short.
Allegedly.
But he introduced me to Just Niche, and Niche was like, I got a Monday night. And I was like, I ain't never been to a comedy club before.
Really?
And so I kept going, and Willie was like, yo, she funny. And I'm like, man, not really. And she was like, if you come next week, I'm putting you up. And that's what she do.
Did
And
you,
she put me up.
did you always know you wanted to do comedy?
No,
Or?
I never wanted to do comedy. That was not my thing. First of all, I was going to be Debbie Allen. Okay, let me be real.
Okay.
I was a dancer. I went to school for dance
Oh.
my whole life.
Dancer.
I can tap.
fame. I
Yes,
wanna live.
nigga, I can tap Savion Glover
What?
under the table,
You can
nigga.
tap
Really?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
But then I found out that she was already Debbie Allen, and you can only be one day and
Debbie
no
Allen,
other.
yeah.
Then I wanted to be Dominique Dawes, so I was in gymnastics. Well, I'm very clumsy. So I've probably broken about 17 bones. I've fallen off of balance beams. I've fallen yeah. So I couldn't do that. Then I just decided I'm going to be a motivational speaker, and I'm just going to tell niggas, you too can do it. You can do it. I was a motivational speaker, nigga. I wanted to be Les Brown.
Les Brown.
Yes.
Oh, that's my boy.
And so that's how I ended up on the microphone,
Okay.
because I just would not stop talking.
Can you give me 5 motivation speakers?
Les Brown.
Okay.
What's my man's name? E.T.
Eric Thomas.
Yes.
Hip hop preacher.
Dolomite was a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got him. That's about all I got.
I love motivation. Tony
Yeah.
Robbins.
Tony Robbins, yes, yeah.
Inky Johnson. You know Inky? He's the one who had the football injury with the little arm.
Yes.
He's
Robert
cold. He's
Kiyosaki.
cold. He's cold.
Yeah, I listen to it, but I have my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, like E.T. is my
Les
favorite.
Brown is 1,000 years old. You know he a twin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown.
Yeah, but that's where I started.
Okay.
I started with Les. So, but Niche told me, she was like, if you come back, I'm going to put you up.
Wow.
And she called me up. And
What was
I
your-
still have the video.
Do you?
Hell yeah.
Put it out.
How
I
you
still
feel
have
you
the video.
did?
It's on Facebook. I had on white pants. I was shaped like a stop sign. It was crazy.
That was Big Corey.
Big Corey.
That's the Corey I love. This Corey, this motherfucker, hey, I like Big
That's
Corey
crazy.
Really?
with the chicken in
In
her purse.
He
Oh
always
my
say that. And I've
God.
never
Oh my
One day
God.
I was like, I'm hungry. She was like, here.
Don't you-
Really?
She had hot sauce.
That's mother
paper
instinct.
plates,
It ain't got nothing to do with that.
napkins, macaroni.
table?
I said, I love this motherfucker.
And put a blanket out. Like, here, sit down right here and fold your legs and eat. Yeah, it was crazy. I went there one time, 3 people laughed, and I got bit. As a matter of fact, me and Fab Monroe started that night.
Wow,
Yeah.
Fab. Shout out to
I
Fab.
still got that picture too. She
Yeah.
was little Fab.
Yeah, Fab was
little bitty, tiny Fab.
Y'all transferred. She got bigger, you got small.
No, nigga. We grew up. We had kids.
That's
nigga.
big Fab.
No.
She not big?
No, she not
Okay,
big no more.
listen, Fab. What was your goal when you started? Like, what was you trying to accomplish in the game?
Do not bomb.
That
That was the goal.
That's it.
And you know why? Because Chicago Comics made that the goal.
Yeah.
Chicago Comics was like, we don't get, if you funny, all right, cool, we don't really care. But if you
But if you
bomb,
bomb.
we gonna know exactly who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
My first goal was to perform on a Wednesday night at Jokes and Notes.
Okay.
That was my first goal.
Did you do it?
I did it, and I bombed.
Who was the host?
It wasn't me. I think it was Dave Hellum. It was nope. It was Damn Fool.
Okay.
Damn Fool was the host.
You came at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I came the year before it closed.
You
I was
came
there.
in.
I'd only performed on that stage twice.
Damn.
It was hard to get on that stage.
It was hard to get on that stage. You would show up at Jokes and Notes. It was 30 comics
Yes.
already there.
Yeah.
20 of them bought drinks. And that's how you moved up
Right.
on the roster. And every
Right.
week I would go, I would just figure that I'm just going to say hi to everybody else because I knew I was never going up. And one time I was determined. I was like, dog, I'm going up. I had my 3 minutes ready. I was so excited. Everybody was there. Every comic you can think of. Dubs was there. Everybody was there. I went up and I couldn't remember anything.
Damn.
Nothing clicked until that red light came on.
Then you
And I was like, oh shit, okay. Well, now
Right.
you got
Go.
about 10
It's-
seconds.
right.
And I was like, all right, I'm Corey Bell. And when I walked to the back, everybody clapped, right? Because they sympathetic, they clapped. When I walked through those doors, all of the comics were sitting there and nobody said anything. And then B Self said, hey, Corey, you going up tonight or no? And everybody fell out. Remember how
Damn.
Day ran to the car when he was crying? I had them same long arms.
Right.
I cried in the car.
because it's a thing,
Damn.
right?
It's a thing.
In Chicago, if you bomb, nobody talk to you.
And they don't
Right.
touch you.
And
You
nobody
can't
don't
want
hug
that on you.
nobody.
Yeah, no.
You can't get no bomb on you.
Yeah.
Don't come over here with
Do
that bomb.
not
Don't-
come over
That's
here.
why we know when we bomb, you walk to your car. That's it.
You go straight to your car. What are you talking to
That's
people
it.
for?
That's it.
You ain't no reason. Clock out. You're
That's it.
done.
You're done.
You're
good.
done.
You go home. You gotta call niggas. The niggas gonna be like,
And the hardest part, and you know this, Dub, riding home with that bomb. Like if somebody else in the car with you, ain't nobody talking. We ain't got nothing to talk about. Turn the radio off. You need to sit in that.
In that bomb.
That's how Chicago produced monsters.
Okay.
That is how, because we didn't let up. It's a different era now. Now
different.
it's completely
yeah.
different.
Explain this era though. Explain it.
It's to me personally, there's not a lot of structure.
Okay.
It's like it's a lot of rogue. It's a lot of, everybody doing everything. And there really is no like a passing of the torch. There is no mentorship. There is no, like when I came up, I had a big sister. I had a big brother. I had people that I looked up to that would kind of guide me on etiquette, on stage and off stage. Now, a lot of comics is like, yo,
I'm in.
listen, I did this what it is.
Yeah.
I'm funny. I got the gift.
You can't tell a motherfucker with 1 million followers nothing.
You can't tell a motherfucker with 5 followers that come out to a
It's like-
Wednesday, Thursday night every night.
Right.
And
Nothing.
I think you hit it on the head. We had structure. We
Yes.
had people that gave a fuck,
Yeah.
but we listened too, right?
Yeah.
I got a comic that be like, now he not a comic, he trying to get into comedy, be calling me, want me to help him.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I tell him something, he be like, I already know that. I be like, so why are we talking?
Right.
The one thing
Why are we talking?
that steams my peas, and this is how you know when people haven't come up the way that we come up, and it's my battle cry. I talk about it all the time. Newer comics don't have green room etiquette. And that makes me crazy because you don't show respect for the club. You don't show respect for the show. You don't show respect for the headliner who earned that green room spot. Like, that's theirs. And people that come to certain clubs every week because they think that they're there every week, that you can just walk in.
That's their home club.
This your home club, so I don't care who in there. You know, I come from an era where you don't walk into a room unless you're invited in. You don't even knock on that door.
Hell no.
And if you happen to get lucky enough to get in there, you shut your ass up. Because you can't tell nobody in there nothing. You ain't been doing this long enough. Your job is to listen and absorb. But now everybody a star. Everybody a star.
I learned that from being on the road with Corey. Like, if a motherfucker didn't invite you to their green room,
don't come your ass back.
Don't come back there, bro. I don't care. Like, this weekend, Tony Baker in town. Niggas like, let's go up there. I'm like, I don't know him. I never met him. I don't care how cool he is and how. If I can't get on the phone with him or text him or
beforehand,
I'm not going.
Just out of respect.
You just don't do it. Niggas, 50 niggas come in your room and, hey man, and trying to go up, like, no.
Trying to go up.
No,
let me get all these pictures.
Like, that,
and it's just like, if you've ever been in a situation, or if you've been blessed enough to be a headliner of a show, you got enough shit riding on your shoulders than to have somebody that you unexpectedly in your space when you trying to make sure that the people that's supposed to get in got in, the people that's supposed to be security, the people that's not supposed to get in didn't get in, what your set gonna look like, who didn't show up that's on the line. Like, you got so much. And then it's not that you're not happy to see the other comics. It's just like, nigga, not right now.
And you trying not to bomb.
Trying not to bomb.
You done sold this bitch out.
Yes.
You don't want to let these people down. So you got to be in on your shit. And you expect other people who do what you do to know that.
To understand that.
Like, why you coming up to me talking about my Chevy? And I go, like, nigga.
Before the show.
And what size rims? Nigga.
Not right now.
Not right now.
But the thing of it is we were all that comic at one point. But the way that we were taught early. Like, yo, this is what it is. Because I remember being the comic that wanted to ask a comic the dumbest. This is the, like, okay, there is no dumb questions, so let me rephrase that. But there's a question that we ask as young comics that you'll never get a good answer to. What should I be doing? Like, what advice do you have for new comics coming up?
Get the fuck out my face. Get the fuck out my face.
Why would I think that I'm finna get some just amazing answer to, like, listen, here's the keys to success? Ain't nobody saying that. They like, hey, nigga, stay on stage.
That's it, bro.
And out my fucking green room. That's what they say. Stay on stage.
I never asked no comic that.
I did.
Never been the, hey, what can I do? Because I was taught early, like, you can't cheat it.
You cannot cheat it.
No shortcuts. You gotta grind. You gotta stay on stage,
bro.
It's nothing anybody can give you that you finna be like, I got it.
I got it. This is it.
You can take all that shit that they just told you and bomb.
You can take all their jokes and do it perfectly and bomb. Because what we know is that there are comics that are talented. There are comics that are funny. There are comics that are talented. And then there are a few comics that are gifted. And what we know in 2025 is different than 10 years ago. Because 10 years ago, you used to have to be funny. You used to have something to get in the door. Now what we know is popularity will get you in the door. Popularity will get you in the door, but your gift will sustain you. Because a lot of people can get in the door. But if you can't produce on that stage, it's gonna tell that check engine light come on after about 15 minutes. You be like, who birthday is it tonight? Yeah, I wasn't on the lineup. I just came up here to fuck with y'all for a minute.
You can see when the motherfucker run out of gas.
Yeah.
You can see when that shit be like.
Yep. Soon as that check oil light come on, you be like, oh, here come the white smoke.
It's crazy out here, man.
Man, listen. Shit.
Hey, man.
Everybody good? Give it up for yourself.
Man, Trump on some bullshit, man.
Women be shopping. For real.
How do you feel that internet comics, like, change the game, or how do you feel about the direction of comedy now?
So the way that I feel about internet comics is, number one, internet comics is another genre of comedy. Just like you got stand-up, you got improv, you got sketch. The newest thing on the market is internet. So they're undeniable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they have their funny in their way, but right now everything is microwave. Our world is microwave. Everything we do, everything is high and hot. 1 minute. That's it. So if you're not putting your microwave on high, you ain't putting the dryer on high, the iron, everything is on high. So you have to be funny fast. But what people fail to realize is a lot of those comics cannot transition onto the stage. Right. There are very few that can, and those that have that I love, I'm like, well, they were gifted anyway. Yeah. They were gifted anyway.
There's some funny motherfuckers. It's some,
bro,
especially from Chicago.
Chicago?
Man. Yeah, them niggas, Skin Bone. Yeah, that nigga be having me rolling, man. Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
That nigga be having me rolling.
And one thing about Skin Bone is he is quick.
He's so quick.
He lives in the moment.
So he know how to do that fast.
He knows how to take advantage of that moment, nigga, and run with it.
I'd be like, how you get that jacket?
I was just about to say, where did you find his outfit at?
Already.
Like, his level of creativity is insane.
He be on it. He watching it. Cause that's what you do. Like when you do that, that's what you do. Like he sees something, he be like, I gotta go get a fur. He be on it and he make it fast.
Skin Bone is hilarious. Mojo Brooks is absolutely hilarious.
A lot of niggas, man. That nigga Rico, so funny.
Man, Rico.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Wait. Slow motion.
Like we got him. We got him. Funny ass Tierra. Definitely. We got our online comics that have transitioned to the stage.
And what I like about, speaking of Tierra, what I like about what they do, they say, come on.
Yep.
They grab.
Come with me.
I don't understand how people don't like them when they grab and come.
Let me tell you something. Mojo Brooks last year could have taken anybody with him.
Okay.
And he called me and said, hey, come finish out this year. We did 6 months of sold out weekends. Adding shows the week of, 5 shows, 6 shows a weekend. And let me go on record and say, and he takes care of you.
Wow.
He takes care of you. Let me be
very
very honest. No bullshit here. He's always made sure that I was good. And that, being a female on the road with a bunch of men, I'm married. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he made sure that I was good, and he made sure that my husband was comfortable.
Wow.
So shout out to him. And now he got another young guy that's on the road with him now, and now he's doing theater. So and Tierra, not only is she taking other people out, but she got women.
Yeah, she got women.
Yeah. One from Chicago and one from out of town, and she like, yo, come on, let's get it.
Shout out to Tierra, man. Motherfuckers, that's why I say I do not knock people who created an opportunity.
Yes.
And y'all get the tour, and then you bring people with you.
Yeah.
That's all we supposed to be doing. It's like, how y'all hating on people? They ain't that funny. I don't give a fuck.
That don't have nothing to do with me. I don't know if Niche knew that I was funny, but guess what? Niche said, hey, I got $40 and a full tank of gas. I said, bitch, I got the hamburger meat and the tacos. Niche will share her stage with anybody.
You doing your thing on the internet too. How you explain that your transition from stand up to that creating content?
Hanging around people that create content.
Okay.
Because they were the ones that said, listen, you're already funny, but in order to put the asses in seats, you have to reach them here first. Yeah. And a lot of times you got people that'll fight that. It's like, nah, I don't do no internet. I don't know. I ain't doing no skits. Okay, well, prepare to be second.
Yeah, right.
Prepare to be second. As for me, I'm not leaving shit on the table.
There you go.
And so when I got to, again, people like Tierra and Mojo, who was like, look, what do you know? What's your strength? And I was like, nigga, what I do that ain't nobody else got, nigga, I'm a grandmother. And it was like, I just took my real scenarios and played it into that. And then before you know it, people kept going, where them grandkids at? I be out, where them grandkids at? Now that's as far as I want to go with it.
Right.
I don't need to be no more famous than that, nigga. Where them grandkids at? They not fucking here. So that's how I transitioned. And it literally grew me by leaps and bounds.
Man.
And you see the difference?
Yeah.
With shows and people showing up?
Absolutely. That's because crazy. Again, now you have to be popular first, then funny.
Right.
Yeah. You don't get to be they not booking off talent no more. No. Them clubs right now, I'm fighting to get. I am on the biggest tour of my life. I've been on bigger tours, on big tours, and the clubs are still like, even with phone calls, they're like, yeah, well, how many followers
Exactly.
you got.
Yeah.
They don't care that I'm
don't
funny.
care.
And I understand that because your job is to make sure that you make money.
Right.
So it can be a bitch in there with a puppet. And they like, do that bitch got 1 million followers?
So
Book the
being
puppeteer.
you went out with Tierra, you've been out with
I didn't go out with Tierra. I went out with Niche. I went out with Mojo.
and Mojo
Okay.
and Monique
Monique, yep.
and now Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Yeah.
How is that going? Like Cat Williams, is he really short?
Yes.
He little?
He little. He about 5'5".
That's crazy.
About 5'5", 5'6".
Shit, I wish I could
About
be
5'5".
5'5", but anyway.
That's okay. Right. Being on tour on Cat Williams' tour is like nothing that I've ever imagined. Because I've been a part of, smaller tours. I've been able to perform with other, guest spots on other bigger tours. But there's something about being on a tour where everybody on there is a legend.
Wow.
That is completely different. When you on with all legends, there is no competition. Nobody's caring about who goes up before who.
Right.
Nobody's saying, man, I'm finna make it hard for so-and-so to go up. I've never heard anybody say, them niggas ain't gonna be able to follow me. What I do see is these legends stand on the side of the stage while somebody else is up there. And when they come down, everybody high-fiving. Nigga, your turn. And I'm talking about people that we watch on TV.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Mark Curry. I'm talking about Tommy Davidson. I'm talking about Melanie Camacho, Monique, Red Grant, Zoom-Man Miller. And I ain't even want to spill it, but Lady of Rage opens up the show.
Really?
Rockin' rough and stuff with her motherfucking Afro puffs. Do you hear me?
That's crazy.
Then she tags in Little Mo. And then Lil Mo go up and perform. So, like, it is an entire, and after all of us, Cat still go out there and slap them niggas in the face for 55 minutes.
Damn.
After all of us.
Damn.
So that show from beginning to end, they just immediately welcomed me in. I was like, okay, little sister, cool. We got you. I've never felt anything other than, come on, baby girl, we got you from any of them. And let me just say this about Cat. Cat sets a standard. And every single person around him under his umbrella follow that standard. He's one of the kindest, most generous, most thoughtful niggas I have ever come in contact with. Seriously. And everybody is like that. His security, his catering team. Oh, and them niggas gonna feed you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was so excited when I got my little contract, and I was like, well, it don't say no food on here. And then when I got there, I understood why.
Wow.
They have an amazing catering team. And I don't care what kind of Tarian you are. Meatitarian, vegetarian, pastatarian, fruitarian, pescatarian, cakeatarian. Nigga, everything. Last week I had oxtails and lobster tails.
Ooh.
Lima beans and pasta salad. Seafood. Like, anything that you want. My back stay big. Because he treats everybody like he wants to be treated. And I if I never do another tour after this, I'm grateful for how I was treated on this one, because this one just shows me how to set mine up and how to treat people when they come on my tour.
Wow.
That's what I'm learning between him and Monique.
And everybody say that about Cat. They say he generous.
He is.
He take care of people. That's what's up. I never met him.
Cool. He a cool brother, dude.
Yeah.
Super cool. He's super cool. He talks, him and T.I., they got their own languages. So you got to decipher sometimes. But for the most part, most geniuses do. You know what I'm saying? And then to be able to be on there with my sister. Because me and Monique, we going to play all day.
Yeah.
We play so much on this tour, we forget that it's 20,000 people in the audience. Because Monique is the host of the tour.
Okay.
She's hosting.
Wow.
Monique, Red Grant is normally the host. Monique is hosting this year. So Monique is the host. So if we in a mood, she'll fuck around and call me back out, and we'll be on there on some improv bullshit.
My sweet baby.
Yes. Yes.
Now, you worked with Monique for a while. How did that come about?
Okay, so the way that I started working with Monique is she was coming to Chicago. I've always been a fan. And she was coming to Chicago to perform at the Chicago Theater. And I inboxed her and said, hey, you know, I'm one of your biggest fans. Well, that ain't what I said. I said I'm your spirit animal.
You said that time?
Yeah, because I am.
Write
we
that
was
down,
fat
babe.
together.
Spirit animal.
Yeah, like our channel, like I knew, listen, when she was fat, I was fat. When she started losing weight, nigga, you saw what the fuck happened.
What was her response when you?
As soon I said, hey, you know, can I open up for you at the Chicago Theater?
Whoa.
At the Chicago Improv. She responded about 15 minutes later
Wow.
and said, meet me
Wow.
at the theater Friday night. Now, what I also did after I inboxed her, I went and put a status on Instagram and said, hey, I need y'all to tag Monique and tell her to let me open up for her.
And everybody did.
And so the crazy thing was she just said, hey, baby, meet me at the club Friday night. It wasn't no instructions. It wasn't no be here, get this person your name, do this, do that. It was just meet me at the club. Now, I didn't hear nothing else after that.
Did you think it was phony or cap? Or?
I didn't think it was cap, but I knew that this was my Varnell Hill moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if I don't get in, I'm coming in like Martin on Jodeci. I ain't give a fuck. I was getting to that motherfucking stage. And the confirmation for me was the day before she went on GCI. And Kendra G said, hey, we see that you told Corey that she can open up for you. She's one of our favorites here. She's absolutely amazing.
Damn, Kendra with the alley-oop.
Kendra and Leon. And then she said, I don't know who Corey Bell is, but the second I said, come open up for me, people just started going crazy. My inbox was like, oh my God. So I'm excited to meet her. And that's how we met.
Wow.
Alignment.
It was insane.
Y'all been locked and loaded ever since.
Locked and loaded ain't even
Y'all
the
look
word.
like sisters.
I met Monique the year after my mom passed.
Wow.
Her and my mom are the exact same person, so much so that their birthdays are one day after each other. It's almost
Monique
like
and your mom?
my mom. Yep, Monique is the 11th. My mom's is the 10th of December, and it's almost like she handed me to her to say, "Hey, take care of my baby," because before my mother passed, she'd never seen me do comedy. She was too sick, so I was probably about maybe 2-3 years in the comedy when my mom passed. And the one time she was going to come, she was like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna feel it." You know, I'm not feeling good. So I almost feel like she passed her on, passed me on to her. And we literally locked in right after that. But it wasn't an easy journey. I'm going to tell you that.
And Monique, fuck with you. It ain't like, you can tell when motherfuckers just do a look. Monique really, really fuck with you. And I can tell you be helping her write them letters. One thing Monique gonna do, she gonna write them goddamn. She gonna write. Tell Monique,
Listen,
she gonna write Tyler Perry and
Listen.
Oprah Winfrey.
Let me tell you something.
Oh my God, that should be so funny to
Bro,
me, yo.
I need you to understand. So here's what I didn't understand.
Do y'all be laughing about this? Do you say shit or can y'all joke about that type of shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we joke about it, but here's what I didn't understand or where I can't relate.
Okay.
I don't know what it's like to be a millionaire,
Right?
to be an EGOT,
Okay.
to have all of the awards, to be at the top of my game, and for somebody to be able to say a couple, pass on a couple words and have all of that taken from them.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what it feels like to lose my mansion and whatever I got, going on, having to literally change my lifestyle and take money out of my kids' mouths, for 10, 12 years, all on something that somebody said, was wrong anyway. Like you said it was wrong.
Right.
And you said, I'm going to fix it, and you don't. So Monique, being the Sagittarius that she is, let me tell you something. Until she takes her last breath, she's going to get an apology. And if she don't,
you gonna get it for
she
her.
on their ass.
I mean, here's the thing, Dubs. If somebody calls you off of a hearsay or whatever, caused you to lose all your trucks.
Right.
Trucks gone. And they like, you know what? Not only are your trucks gone, your business is done, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you like, but these niggas lied. Now Pinky got to move. All the kids, now y'all in a 2-bedroom apartment on 53rd.
Are we beating their ass?
Okay.
We
You know,
beating their ass.
and it's like, well, because it's the top dog, nobody's questioning it.
Right.
No.
Nobody's questioning it. So it's like, do you fight? Like, what do? People be like, you just need to get over it. Run my motherfucking money, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga Tyler Perry wrote that shit for Angie Stone.
Listen.
I saw it. She went live. That shit said, "Dear Mr. Tyler Perry." I was like, oh shit, here we go.
She don't listen. She don't play about certain shit.
Oh,
like
my God.
she just don't. But on the flip side of that, I honor it because she getting her ass whooped still today, so that I don't have to.
Wow.
She taking them
That's
ass
dope.
whoopings,
That's dope.
taking that shit on the chin.
That's dope.
And she'll tell me all the time, baby, my fight ain't your fight.
Right.
I don't need you in the comments.
Right.
I don't need you. My fight is not your fight.
Right.
My fight is my fight so that you don't have to fight. And the other black women can get what they need to get and be paid fairly.
Because at the end of the day, no matter if people like or don't like Monique, she made her mark
In
right?
history, yeah.
Fucking going against that 3-headed monster.
Yeah.
Monique,
Yeah.
she a beast.
Yeah.
Like
I will
you a
forever be
fucking
grateful.
beast.
Shout out
I
to
will-
Monique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will forever be grateful because she literally she protects me. I can't even tell her certain shit because she'd be like, "What would you like to write a letter?" Because we'll go live. I'd be like, "No, I got my extra wing. Don't worry about it."
If you tell Monique you gonna call her back, you better call her back.
Now let me tell you,
She gonna write a letter. Nigga.
but on the flip side of that though, she is the funnest person you
I'm
ever
sure.
want. I'm talking about to the point, Dubs, where like when she did 9 months, we did 9 months in Vegas. She had a Vegas residency.
Damn.
We did 9 months in Vegas. We would go out during the day and she would just walk up to people and be like, "Hey, you want to skip race?" Like, nigga, we just skipping down Las Vegas Boulevard. For what? Like, she will race anybody. She is probably the most giving person that I know. She's just fun.
Yeah.
But she's one of them black women. She's a big black woman
Right.
who does not accept nobody playing in her face. Yeah. And for the most part, when it comes to black females, we get a lot of motherfuckers playing in our face. A lot of us, and a lot of us just be like, well, shit, I guess we should just be happy to be here.
I want Monique to write me a letter to the improvs and the funny bones.
Oh, yeah.
Let me in these goddamn clubs.
Listen.
Dear funny bones. Let
My sweet baby.
Let this young sweet baby.
I'm going to see if she tested on me first. Because one thing she not going to do, she ain't going to give you shit.
No. Fuck no.
Listen, we done been in the, listen, nigga, I done almost went home a couple times.
Nobody who's earned it finna get
Give
it.
you nothing.
Right.
They want you to get it out the mud.
They want you to get it.
Yeah.
And the truth of the matter is, the comedy is the gift. You got to be born with that shit.
Okay.
The stuff that I learned from her is everything off stage. Like, you treat the people at the front door when you coming in, and the janitor and security just like they are the people that own the place.
Yeah.
Right.
You be good to everybody.
Yeah.
Please and thank you to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the people that help you feed your family. This how we eat. So you can't be a dickhead
No, you can't.
just because they work waiting tables.
Especially in this day and age, social media,
Bro.
niggas ain't gonna play with
Let
you.
me tell you something. That is social media is so scary.
It is.
People think it's so much fun. It's not really social. Nigga, social media is scary.
Scary.
Social media is scary, bro.
And who was that reading the comments? When Jess got into it and you can't read the fuck.
You can't.
Why is you read? They gonna fire your ass
For
up.
real.
Every time.
For real.
The comment
'Cause they
section
professional
is
commenters.
undefeated, nigga.
No.
Like, you can do something good. You could graduate from college. If enough niggas see that,
Right.
it's gonna be some niggas that be like, look at his cheek. Like, they gonna find some shit. Boy, I don't read no one time.
You had to turn your shit off.
Gee, they
I
drowned.
remember.
I said, look, the day before Puffy went to jail,
No.
Puffy's son made a post.
Yeah.
I said, man, always ride for your daddy.
Fucked him up.
The next day, they showed a video of this nigga kicking Cassidy.
Oh.
All
my
them
God.
niggas like always ride for his
Oh
pops.
my God.
You want them to ride now?
Niggas was in my
Yeah.
pictures from 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
on your prom
Yeah,
pictures.
fucking him
Talking about
up.
my son and your sister. I had to turn my shit off. I said, it's not enough for them to post on that post.
Right, they
go
went
deep.
Yeah, because ain't no space right here.
They found a picture from Jokes and Notes and be like, nigga, look at these shoes you had on. Nigga, that was 2017.
Are you riding with them shoes on? You be like, bro. T.I. said if you live for the cheers, you will die by the booze. You will die by the booze. I had to stay out of the comments. The comment section made me get braces, bro.
Really?
Nigga.
Really?
What?
I had 2 bitches call me piranha teeth one time, and I was like, I will find your monkey ass.
Damn.
Bro, I immediately got a bag and fixed my motherfucking teeth because I'm like, I can't be out here because I fight.
That's how you know when motherfuckers getting money.
Yeah,
they
when
get
they-
their
when they-
motherfucking.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
care if you go buy a Benz. When you get your motherfucking teeth fixed,
Listen,
Yeah.
do you know I didn't know how bad? You never know how bad some shit is until you fix it. And then niggas start complimenting it. Nigga, I got these braces. My shit started closing. Motherfuckers was walking past me like, okay, I see you. Look at you smiling with your mouth open. Okay, come on, back teeth. I was like, wait, bitch. I always have back teeth. Look at you not covering your face when you smile. I'm like, bro.
how long they got to stay on?
They can come off now.
Really?
They can come off now. This is the first time since I was 2 years old that my top teeth and my
Because
bottom
you used
teeth.
to suck your thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. We got some
Allegedly.
thumb suckers in my family, so we all. I think what it be, we be used to it because we
Allegedly.
be like,
Yeah,
know,
like that's normal shit.
that's-
Like for me, it's normal.
all my cousins' mouth and teeth is like that. They suck
Right.
their
Oh
fucking
my
thumb,
God.
right?
Yeah, so if you,
Everybody in my family thumb white
like-
than a motherfucker.
watch your fucking,
Skin peeling off.
watch your fucking.
You gotta put hot sauce on they shit.
Don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing.
Nothing. Put a sock over it.
Oh
don't
my
mean nothing.
God.
They
You
tried
take that
all that?
bitch up.
Damn.
Don't mean
I
nothing.
stuck my son thumb in some shit. That nigga was like,
And what he did first was this.
this nigga crazy.
He
They
smelled
That's
it.
good.
They
It's
gonna,
good.
they gonna suck
It's
that
good.
thumb. They gonna
Oh
suck
my
that
God.
Listen, because that's better than a cigarette. It's better than a cigarette. I'm trying to tell you. So, yeah, that as a matter of fact, shout out to Hot Sauce. Hot Sauce, the reason I had weight loss surgery.
How?
Yeah, we was at Niche Room one night. Niche had a roast battle. I was on one team, and he was on another team.
What'd he say?
And he said, he came to the mic and looked at me. We stepped up to each other. And that nigga looked at me and said, I'm not battling nobody shaped like a White Castle box.
Damn.
The next day, I got on the table.
Damn.
Give me all the weight loss surgery. Because Hot Sauce small.
A white
So you see
castle
me standing
box.
next to him, and then he kept calling me Tara Terry. And I'm like, why would you do that? Tara, my bitch. Like, why would you? Tara is Tara, and I'm me.
Black people the only people that insult you by calling you somebody,
Somebody else. And they catch a straight
That
for
Tara
no
Terry.
reason.
That you don't look nothing like.
Nothing.
Mike Tyson looking ass nigga.
You be like, what? Mike Tyson, like, how the fuck I get in this? I ain't had shit
Oh
to do
my
with this.
God.
Take somebody that look halfway decent. Nigga be like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, the truth of the matter is, nigga, I was big, but I didn't care about my looks. Like, I was still cute, but I didn't feel well.
do you encourage people to do it or how
To get weight loss surgery,
Yeah.
if the diets don't work and the programs don't work, absolutely. It was the best decision I ever made in my life. But it was the hardest because I literally had to learn how to eat all over again.
What did you actually get? What?
So I had gastric sleeve surgery, which is not gastric bypass.
Okay.
So basically what they did was they took out about 80% of my stomach. They cut it out. So now I have about, it's about this big now. So I normally get about 8 to 10 ounces in one sitting. That's all I can eat.
They took your shit to you pull it.
It's in the picking pool. My shit in the picking pool. Just sitting on the shelf.
Do it ever come out, or is how is
What do you mean?
like?
No,
Do
it's
it
just
ever go back?
it was a whole stomach, and now it's just a little
And they
stomach.
just make it little.
They just make it small.
So you really can't eat a lot. If
No.
you eat a lot, you get sick. or
I'll
what?
get sick.
Wow.
I'll get sick. So, but you can't. You literally can't. You can't. When I first came out of surgery, you know the medicine cups that comes off of like little kids,
Yeah.
Tylenol.
Tylenol. That's all I could get in for about a week,
Damn.
and I had to sip that because also you got to remember they had to staple. You know, they had to sew it back, so I had to wait for it to heal. I'll never forget the first time I went out to eat. We went to Hooters, and I had one drumstick. And I felt like I had had Thanksgiving
I would
dinner.
have flipped that goddamn table over.
You can't just get him one.
You see, nah.
That's what you
I
think
would've flipped that-
until you feel it. You that's what you think until you feel that shit. You be like, I cannot breathe, nigga.
full.
I am about to die.
How long has it been?
I had that surgery in 2016.
Wow.
2016.
I had in 2016 I was 310 pounds.
Damn.
And then I lost about 120 pounds. Now here's here's the scandal.
310.
310 to about
That's a power forward.
yeah, and that's how they used to treat me too. Reese, you remember
Draymond Green,
that?
goddammit.
That's how they used to treat me too.
Oh my God.
Comics used to hug me across my
I
back,
told you.
just big and
Big,
hugging.
Big Corey with all this.
Right,
you
right,
had
right.
the lumps and all that. Yeah, that was
That was your nigga.
Get Dubs your doctor's number.
Yeah, me.
I ain't finna do. I ain't
Nah,
doing no
he-
motherfucking.
The diets ain't working.
I never try though. I
He was juicing.
Okay.
Dubs tried
He supposed to be
shit.
on a diet right now, don't he?
Dubs
Remember?
tried shit. I've seen Dubs try 6 different things, and everything was natural. For about 3 weeks, Dubs would get up and get in his phone. Yeah, so I'm walking
The
this mile
problem
and a
with me
half.
is-
But he was walking the Harrows,
Here's
and
the
it's like
thing.
you can't do that.
Here's the problem with me.
Can't walk
The
the Harrows.
moment I start losing weight, I stop.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can lose 7,
That's-
8 pounds.
that's what-
I'm like, I'm good.
that's when
Bro.
fine ass Dubs
Soon
start.
as
Make,
my shirt fit different, I
you
don't
start
need,
treating different.
I probably need to lose 60 pounds. I lose 8 pounds. I be like, I'm now. That be my problem. I go right back. But I got y'all. I promise y'all.
No, you
And
don't,
watch
Dubs.
this.
No, you don't.
And I
because
promise you, when I lose, where my camera? When I lose this
Put his
weight,
camera on.
I'm not speaking to none of these motherfuckers. Because that's the difference between me and when I lose weight, I'ma act funny. I'm not gonna talk to nobody who I used to know fat.
See, God know that. That's
And
why he
that's
ain't
why
gave
you-
it to you.
That's why I'm gonna do it, and all my friends gonna be skinny than the motherfucker. No more fat friends.
No more big
no
back.
big
no,
back
no.
brunches like he
No,
said.
you gotta get all new fucking friends.
I found myself when I first
You
lost.
still got fat friends?
Yeah.
You gotta get
Yeah.
rid of them motherfuckers.
No, because I know I got
Joey Gamble, gone.
No,
Fat Monroe, gone.
wait a minute.
Mary Lee, gone.
No,
Tyra-
no.
Teddy Biggums, gone. Kim Dubs,
M Dubs.
gone.
Come on.
I'm never
Name the
getting.
Fat Comedy Tour. nigga.
You
The
can't
big,
name.
big Bitch Tour.
You can't name Niche no more.
Niche was on Ozempic.
Now, here's where you ain't gonna get me because I got me and Niche be in the gym.
We
Yeah,
see
we
y'all.
see you.
4 days
We
a
see
week.
y'all.
We see
Niche
you.
came to the
We
gym,
see
you.
bro.
Yeah.
Niche came to the gym today late. We had 10 minutes left. She said she was on her way like an hour before. I knew what she was trying to do. So she didn't even put her gym clothes on. I'm in there sweating. The trainer was like, oh, man, where was you at? She was like, I was just down the street. I was on a breakfast date. She was like, oh, that's why you so cute. Yeah, we only got 13 minutes left. What you want to do? She was like, well, I'll come tomorrow.
Nope.
She was like, no, 13 minutes is a lot to
It's
get in here.
enough.
Yeah.
Get down there and get them burpees. Niche was burping in her breakfast outfit.
Wow.
What
But
day-
it was the dedication, though, bro.
What day y'all on?
Well, Niche is only counting days, nigga.
Okay.
I just live
You
day
just
to day.
went
Okay.
Cause I just came in here and ate a cookie and a.
ate a
Yeah.
cup.
So
Cupcake.
I got to
Yeah.
start over tomorrow. Niche be
Day
in
one.
it. One thing about I can say about just Niche is if she commit to
She
something,
gonna do it.
she is 100% in, and don't let it be when she is in the beginning of her weight loss because she is not always nice. We was at a club one day and I was ordering food. And she was like, I'm not going to eat nothing. Do you know this bitch pulled a bag of carrots and a cutie out her backpack?
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, bitch, you're not finna be
Right,
sitting with me
right.
and I got a buffet here.
When fat people gotta eat bullshit, they mean than a mother. You watch a fat motherfucker eat a pear, that motherfucker gonna be mean than a
Patience
motherfucker.
thin.
Oh, my
Niche, who
God.
going up next? Whoever the
hey,
fuck wants to.
You supposed
I
gave her.
don't care.
You supposed gave.
Coming to the stage. My mama. Fuck. I don't know.
You supposed next time that happen, he'll be like, here, bitch, here go a sneaker. You got to get her a cupcake.
She not gonna do it, and if she do eat that Snicker, she going in the parking lot immediately with her jump rope. Like she is, her dedication
That's
is crazy.
the only thing. When I used to juice, I used to be mean because I be so hungry.
Really?
Yeah, you get mean, boy. You don't want to talk to people.
Nah.
You be mean, G.
Yeah, I hate it when I lost a lot of weight the first time I came out to a comedy event. Comics were saying stupid shit to me like, don't lose no more weight. We gonna have to start feeding you. Well, where the fuck was you at when I almost didn't recognize you? Why, nigga? I still look the same. I look the exact same. I'm just smaller. Like, people really do treat you different.
They do.
They treat you different.
When you lose weight.
Hell yeah, you
go
get
the
invited
bank,
to places.
all that shit. People,
like parties and shit.
I guess it's when motherfuckers feel like you care about yourself and give a fuck, they have to treat you accordingly.
Yeah.
That's why they hate that nigga on the internet who wash his face with that water.
Yeah.
They hate that
The
nigga
ice water.
because he respect himself and he know he'll.
And guess who hate him?
Who?
The motherfuckers that don't give a fuck about themselves, but they are always the loudest.
I like that nigga. I like Ashton. I like niggas like that.
I ain't mad at nobody that's trying to grow
and then
and
wash their face with $5 water and a banana. You a cold motherfucker.
Hey, man. He ain't got the bills that we got. That's why niggas be mad. You counting the wrong money. Like, when people be like, Monique need to just let it go. Well, I don't know what it's like to lose millions of dollars, so I can't. That is above me, nigga. Like, I don't know about that.
Keep them letters coming, Monique.
Goddamn
keep writing that shit. Stay on their neck. I'm just mad, like you said, people don't vouch. People ain't like
that's
motherfuckers
crazy.
scared of them niggas.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like Tyler Perry, but nigga, you gotta get
right
it
is
too.
right and wrong is wrong.
You gonna get this letter?
Yeah. You gonna get this letter.
The video.
You
gonna get a video?
This live?
Hey, her and Sydney gonna sit up there in front of that. I want to just see. They got to set up just like this in their house. It's in their living room. And
they got a room specifically for
2 chairs.
Hell yeah.
They got a room specifically for
to address niggas.
But
it's called the Tyler Perry room. Yeah.
For anybody that want it.
Anybody
that want it. But here's one thing.
Fell.
Huh?
Your earring just fell.
Oh, well, we want to keep that because that one is expensive.
Yeah, I can tell.
Where it go?
Don't worry about it. We'll find it.
We'll get it at the end.
Yeah. One thing that I can say, and anybody would be able to attest, one of the things that you would know about Monique, she never start the shit.
Okay.
But she gonna
But
finish.
nigga, if you come across that motherfucking street, she wanna if they go low, she's going to hell.
She's going to that Lower Wacker Drive.
Lost, never to be found. Never to be found. And I'm not mad about it.
I've been living in Chicago my
still
whole life. Nigga, if you go
get
down there,
I gotta turn around.
you see niggas, you like this where you at.
Yes.
This way you
Anybody that's down there is homeless because they could not find their way. It was either Lower Wacker Drive or you go into the lake.
You think
that's it.
Dead. They at Lower
Wacker Drive. Playing the bucket. They bucket boys on Lower Wacker Drive.
This nigga down there said, this way you been.
This whole time.
Can't get up there, dog.
The niggas that ran Alma and Company, they down there.
More annoying.
More annoying. It's a more annoying on Lower Wacker.
Lloyd Lightfoot.
It's down there. Bro.
What's that nigga? George Music Room.
he keep finding his way up, though.
Oh, my God.
That's the only nigga I know can get into any party with no ticket, no invitation. Yeah. George go show up. He dressed for the occasion.
Oh
Looks like an award show tonight. I'll pull my tux out, and niggas be happy to see him.
They letting them in.
Nobody ever looks at George and be like, how you get here?
I saw George Daniels at Planet Fitness with a suit on the treadmill. I said, nigga, you gotta say
talking about, hey, man, because the bitches is in here. You know they in here.
George.
I'm in here, you in here. Ain't we in here? Hell yeah.
Running full speed.
Oh, my God.
At Planet Fitness.
Damn.
Said, George, you gotta take that suit off,
I fuck with George.
Corey, how has it been, because you're married, right? You're
yes,
married,
sir.
You got kids.
Yes, sir. I got grandkids. And a dog.
What is that like, that experience being married and then trying to pursue this type of career?
Chaotic? No, it's not. I'm going to tell you why I got the cheat code. When I met my husband, he was out touring. He was already out on tour.
Because your husband does.
He's a drummer. So he's toured with the best of the best. He's toured with
shout out to black ass Willie. Willie,
don't do that.
That's that nigga though.
But he was already on national tours. He toured with Shaka Khan. He toured with Blackstreet. He toured with Macy Gray. He toured with Destiny's Child. Like, he was already on tour. So he understood the late nights, the early mornings, the party, and the last minute calls, of having to be gone.
Yeah.
So when the roles reversed and it was my turn, I don't have that kind of static because he knows what the entertainment life is like.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? I look at a lot of my counterparts and I'm like, a lot of them have to choose. Like their spouse make them choose between their marriage and their first love. They have to, like, you have got to, because comedy is my first love. Like, that's my bottom bitch. I can do everything in the world, but I'll always go back to that stage. Like, because there's something about that stage that just feeds you. So him already understanding that immediately, you know, gave me an advantage. But we've all seen the husbands and the wives show up.
And that's hard because you was married first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's
I was
different.
married.
I met my wife doing comedy.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
it was already established. This is what I'm going to do.
This is what I would do.
Right? You know, and I met her like that. But when you was doing, like, you knew Willie first. So that's big up and just shows how much a good nigga that he is for him to understand that comedy. Because I remember Michael Jordan said that. Michael Jordan said basketball was his first love, and everybody went crazy. Like, how it's not your wife? And he like, nigga, that's before I knew her.
Right.
I was playing basketball.
When I started comedy, and I wanted to take it seriously, like when because he thought that I was funny.
Okay.
And I was like, look, I can't keep working and doing this.
Wow.
And he said to me one day, it was December 1st, I'll never forget, because that was the day I quit. Or like Nisha got fired, same thing. Just know that I didn't work there anymore. He said to me, take 6 months. I got all the bills.
Wow.
I got everything. And if in 6 months it's working, you keep going.
In 14 years, you
But
tricked
if in
his ass.
6 months it don't work, bitch, you work.
Oh, yeah.
So what was working for him? Like what did he mean by working, or what worked? Because we see you still doing it.
Yeah, well, within my first year of comedy, I was able to tape Laugh Mob's Laugh Tracks on True TV. Within my first year,
Shout out
I
to
was
that.
on TV.
Fuck them niggas. I ain't never do it.
Within my first year. So it was like, most of us know that most of the time you ain't coming home with nothing but $20.
Yeah.
If that. And a lot of times, a lot of these niggas stiffed us.
Yeah.
Out of that $20, it was like, here's a drink ticket.
Yeah.
Here's a drink ticket and some wings. And people don't understand why older comics go on stage drunk. Well, for the most part, in the beginning of our career, all they did was feed us drinks because they couldn't afford to pay us.
Yeah.
So either you adapted or you reformed. So because he was such a supporter of me, in my career, and allowed me to just say, hey, chase your dreams. I got the house. I plan to retire him in the next 3 years.
Wow.
In the next 3 years, he won't have to do nothing that he don't want to do.
Damn.
Because he made sure that when I was coming in with $50 and jerk sauce on my hands, he treated it like it was $500. And we done been broke. I'm talking about everything due, nigga, like everything off. And it was like, well, what you gonna do?
Do you feel like in comedy or anything you do, that's a necessary thing that people have to endure, that grind?
You got to struggle.
That struggle.
I don't know that you necessarily have to struggle, but you definitely got to grind. You definitely there's a difference between struggling and sacrificing.
Okay.
And a lot of times you got to sacrifice a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You missing birthdays, you missing first moments, I missed my grandmother's funeral.
Yeah.
Because I had to be in another country. You know what I'm saying? So you do a lot of sacrificing. But if you do it with your hands clean and your heart pure,
There we go.
God will make sure that you have everything that you're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody explained it to me like this, right? We be holding on to certain shit, right? You holding on, and it's like God can't give it to you unless you
open your hand.
Let that
Gotta
go.
let
You
it
gotta let it go.
So we be holding on to that house, to that car, and it's like, you like, God, I need this, and he like, nigga, let that shit go.
I let it go, and the repo man came every time.
Yeah.
The repo man showed up every time, and I was like, all right, God, you said let this shit go. So now what am I gonna do? He gave me another car with a high interest rate, another 21% interest rate. I was paying $8,000 a month for a Chevy Bonneville with no seat belts in the back. But if you stay consistent, You got to be consistent. And the truth of the matter is, let's keep it a buck. Aside from being funny, you got to be good to people.
Yeah.
And when I say good to people, I ain't talking about kissing ass and sucking up. I'm just talking about just be a good person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Genuine.
You got to be a good person. Now, that don't mean you also going to let nobody play in your face. But if you're good to people and do what you're supposed to do and stay consistent, I have never had an instance with somebody that treated me good that I decided to fuck over. You know what I'm saying? If somebody because that shit got to come back. If you don't believe that that kind of shit don't come back, you are a fucking fool. Everything what Monique said to me is everything that you're doing today is preparing you for later.
Right.
And everything that you do today, they'll bring it up later. So you got to be careful about the shit that you do right now, because if you ever get to a place where you up there, all that
All
shit,
of this.
if you don't believe it, so watch this. I already know I ain't gonna never host the Oscars. Cause if they get a hold to some of my them
tweets,
my MySpace, like if they ever get a hold to my MySpace and my Black Planet page,
I know
it's
I
over,
called
bro.
Billy Crystal gay in my life.
Oh,
I know I have.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you know, but it's like you gotta. That's the scary part.
I think they need to bring slapping back to the Oscars.
Slapping.
They need to slap a nigga every year.
Oh, shit.
And let
Who
Will
you
Smith
think
do
needs
it.
slapped?
A lot of these niggas need smack. Smack these niggas.
I don't know. I don't
like
know
the
that we need to slap
I don't
niggas
like the
at the
slapping.
Oscars, but I do agree that we need
Right.
to bring the Source Awards back. Now, the Source Awards is where it went down.
Source Awards,
Nigga, the Source Awards, that's the era that I miss. I miss I remember when people would stop what they were doing. Everybody needs to be in front of the TV when the BET Awards came on or the Soul Train Awards came on.
Because we waiting on Suge Knight to come in.
And say, and if you, and if they ain't treating you right over there, come over here to Death Row Records. And niggas in the audience like, fuck you. And then a bunch of them, we like, yeah, this is what I was waiting on. I knew they was going to do it.
Oh,
Now you just got a bunch of niggas on the internet.
You got any favorite
Keyboard.
places you like to perform?
Oh, man.
What's your favorite place to perform?
The crazy part is I thought I had some favorite places until I went on this goddamn tour.
Damn.
Because a comedy club is completely different
From a theater?
than an arena.
An arena? Yeah.
This is an all arena and different from a theater, because I've done some theaters, but that 10, 15, 20, 25,000 people sold out, that's a different motherfucking monster.
Damn.
One day you should just do the I Have a Dream speech. Like if you in front of that many people.
All I really want to say is happy Easter Day. Just do the Easter. And on the third day, he rose.
If I'm in front of
Thank you.
25, I am not doing no joke. I'm finna do the Pledge of Allegiance, nigga. That type
Listen,
of 30,000, 25.
You find out real quick that the jokes in the comedy club
Don't work.
After that first show. Like, I did okay that first show, but you find that shit out real quick.
What you think the biggest difference is? The difference between comedy club, theater, and arena, if it is a difference.
The difference is in the comedy club, I can talk to y'all just like this.
Right.
It's very intimate. I can go into the audience. They can come back. You can relate. You can make eye contact. In a theater, it's a little bit more spread out. You can still get that feeling. But in an arena, nigga find you 5 motherfuckers in the front
And talk to them.
and talk to them.
That's it.
And make them everybody.
Right.
Wow.
Make them, and you got to do it fast. Because here's the thing for me. I'm the only new person on this tour. They know everybody else on there.
They don't know
So
nothing
now
about
I'm the first comic out the gate. These niggas don't know me. So now I got to get them to know me and laugh at me in 10 minutes, nigga.
And they be disrespectful. They be like, who this motherfucker? You be like, God damn.
Well, give me a minute. I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you what. You know what? Never mind. Y'all don't know how to appreciate nobody around here. I'm out of here.
Open up for court. Who this fat motherfucker? Hold on, nigga. God damn.
You know why? You know why I had to learn how to do that? Vegas was my training ground. It was a 2-man show.
Vegas rock.
Monique had not been. This was the very first residency. And I had to go out cold. That means I got to introduce my motherfucking self. Ain't no music, ain't none of that. And none of these people know me. And everybody is here to see Monique. Right. They don't give a fuck about me. I had to learn 5 shows a weekend for for 9 months how to go out there. And these people that are from Vegas are not from, they're from everywhere. They from all over the world because it's Vegas. So now I got to go out there, get them to know who I am and be funny. And I did that shit in the middle of an earthquake.
I would have went out there like, hey, Mr. Son, Mr. Golden Son, please behind a tree.
You'd have been out there like Will Smith. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are. Then he handed it to them. They're like, great, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, I got their ass tonight, boy. And we did that. And one night, I went out there because Monique and I, we like to play all the time. She had a rule. Funny is funny. It don't matter where you are. Right. It don't matter what you look like. It don't matter what you're doing. So we decided on this night, we're going to wear bathing suits.
To the show?
We wearing bathing suits on stage, nigga.
Really?
It was a pool party. It's a beach party. So we took the party from outside at the pool. Wow. Now we carried it over. I go out. I'm first out the gate. I got my little bathing suit on. And 3 minutes into my set, a motherfucking earthquake. It started, the cages started, it had rolled over from California. And the cages in the huge metal cages started to sway. I ain't never been in no motherfucking earthquake. I don't know shit about. I thought I had vertigo, nigga. I'm like, I'm about to fall because I'm getting dizzy. Shit swaying. Light guy turned the lights on, and you can hear people in the audience start to panic. Security calls me over by the door. And I just hear Monique go, Corey. And I said, ma'am. She said, you good? I said, yeah, bitch, I'm good.
Shit, Siri, disrespectful.
She's about to call.
Calling Monique.
All right. She said, you good? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, turn the motherfucking lights out. Get back out there and control that crowd. And I gave them one of the best performance. That the motherfuckers stood on their feet. That's because I didn't know what to do. I couldn't do shit but be vulnerable. Yeah. All I could do was be vulnerable. I told them, I said, nigga, I'm from Chicago. If a tornado happened, I know what to happen. If it's sub-zero temperature, nigga, I know what to do. I don't know what the fuck to do if the ground that I'm standing on start to move.
I think that happened to me at a show, and I think that's the night that Corey and them felt that I was official. The club lights went out.
Wow.
Went out. The mic off. I stood there and did these niggas laughing in the dark.
Yes.
And what was crazy is I said something and the lights, that shit was like epic. And then I brought Corey out. That shit was on fire. It was like beautiful, nigga.
Chicago shit.
Yeah. I said we used to this.
Nigga, we have comedy in places that don't give a fuck about comedy.
I said I was raised in the dark, nigga. Yeah. I lived in the dark.
No lights. No lights.
I said, this is me and my brothers and sisters.
This normal.
Talking to each other because the lights off, bro.
Yeah.
And they was listening. We had fun, G. That was the night I earned my motherfucking strike. And I did like 50 minutes in the fucking dark.
Damn.
That's dope
as fuck. Because I knew
I
couldn't let these people leave.
Right.
Yeah.
These people paid their money.
Yeah.
And I just
Corey
felt
it's your job.
Corey not coming out. Right. And I'm like, I gotta stall them till these fucking lights come on.
Yep.
And I did that shit and I hit a joke. Them lights came on. I'm
it
like,
was
come
perfect.
to the stage. And that
that's it.
That bitch was
Don't you love when a show just go like
I earned my $80 that night. That shit was amazing. I wish that shit was filmed, G.
Bro,
I could have got a daytime Emmy for that.
The best shows I never filmed.
Yeah.
Corey, give us your top 5.
I knew you was gonna ask this shit, bro.
I
knew.
Top 5.
Yeah. I started thinking about this shit on the way over here.
Top 5 fat comics.
Fuck.
Top 5 fat. High BMI.
You know my fat fave 5.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Coming out the gate. No. You know the crazy part, if you have been paying attention, most of these niggas is on a health kick now.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ryan Davis.
Yeah.
Shout out to Big Mac. Shout out to who else is losing fucking weight like they ain't got no sense? Lizzo. She ain't a comic, but yeah, Lizzo. Yeah.
Lizzo lost
people in the studio talking and shit.
Yeah, but my okay, now which ones are we talking first?
First, I want to do top 5 Chicago comics that hasn't made it. They don't got their deal yet. They still
okay.
Yeah.
They're still in Chicago.
Yeah.
top 5.
So niggas like Uncle Real.
Uncle Real has made it.
No, but look, before you say that, somebody called me today. It was like, I be watching all your shows. He like, I ain't in nobody top 5, nigga.
Wait, no. Who called?
How the fuck I'm not in nobody top 5?
It's so hard
I
though.
said, hey man,
Oh
you
my
just gotta
God.
keep watching. Somebody
Please
gonna
tell
miss
me
it.
after the show.
Somebody gonna miss it.
Oh my God. Damn.
It's hard though because Chicago we spoiled
Yeah.
because we got monsters.
Yeah.
I like you could do a top 10 and niggas would still be like, "Fuck, I
Right.
still didn't add
Yeah.
up."
Yeah.
You know, Fave 5.
Top 5 that's still in Chicago that
Still
you
in-
enjoy watching.
that I enjoy
if they
watching.
go on stage, you like, let me go.
Let me go sit
Let
down.
me go watch Khalil. Shout out to Khalil. He told me to shout him out.
Shout out to
I fuck with Khalil.
Khalil had a plus set one night at Club Karma with These Hoes Ain't Loyal. And that nigga started going after that. I was like,
I've seen
Khalil, that was
Khalil.
the best
I like
set I have
Khalil.
ever seen. And after that, niggas
just-
banned him immediately.
He
That
just
is it.
annoying.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Khalil, that
Yeah.
nigga.
Khalil, all right. Top 5. Damon. I'm gonna watch Damon every time because Damon is
Damon Williams.
Damon Williams. Period. Just Niche. Easy.
Okay.
Because that's another motherfucker.
Which
that
just niche? Fat niche or skinny niche? Them two different.
Ugh.
Single niche or relationship niche?
You know, the funny thing is,
With our son or without the son?
they like two different, like
Yeah.
on cuties or off cuties.
Right.
Like, you know, they two different types of niches, though. They
Yeah, they
completely
are.
different.
Yeah.
Different niche.
They two different niches.
That fuck your couch. I'll pee
fat-
on your
Ooh,
steps.
that's fat
Fat
niche.
single niche
Damn.
is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Yeah.
George niche.
Oh my God.
Not Eugene niche.
No. Okay, you've gone
Bring
too
it up,
far.
niggas.
You've gone too far.
Ronnie George niche.
Yeah.
Eugene
not
niche.
enough, not too much on my friend.
God,
Not
what
too
is
much on my
going
friend.
on?
Relax.
What
All
is
right,
going
relax.
on?
Hold on, that's
Close
my
the
bitch.
doors.
Close the door.
Close the doors. Shit.
Damon niche.
Beast.
Damn. Yeah. Fat single niche.
Okay.
That's single.
Yeah.
Two.
Sean Morgan.
Sean
Okay.
Morgan.
Sean Morgan.
Outstanding.
Sean Morgan did a joke about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
It's been stolen many times.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah.
We've seen it, but it'll never be like Sean. And that's the nigga that approved. If I wrote one, I'll write another one.
Yeah.
Definitely them 3. Believe it or not, if I see this nigga on stage, I'm definitely gonna watch him because we talking high energy, and this nigga makes me laugh. Big Keith,
Big Keith.
I'm not.
Yeah.
nigga, Big Keith on stage
Hey.
is high energy. Like
When Big Keith not selling cars, that nigga is a motherfucker.
when Big Keith ain't got that orange vest on, and he put them slides in that sweater combo. If that nigga got on slides and a sweater, he is finna come through and murder.
If that nigga dressed like a deacon, y'all, that motherfucker finna go.
It's
up.
over.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's
Big Keith.
over.
That's
Definitely Big
4.
Keith. This is hard because you can't even do like Niche,
Niche
Damon, Niche, Keith,
and Sean Morgan.
Sean Morgan, and then I'm gonna sit down and watch Kristen motherfucking Toomey.
Ooh, Kristen Toomey.
Kristen Toomey, every time I see her, every time I see that motherfucker, she is absolutely hilarious.
Kristen motherfuckers be putting her on the list.
Yeah,
Kristen.
Kristen
like
Toomey.
a third or fourth list.
Yeah, Kristen
You
Toomey.
gotta chop this clip. And
Why?
you gotta- because
Yeah.
we reached out.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't fuck with black people.
No, she did
No,
not.
she didn't
No.
say that. No.
She rescheduled.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gotta find a way to get all the way the fuck out here.
We'll
Yeah.
come get you. We got a bus that
Right.
come get niggas.
Ain't nobody offer me a motherfucking
You
bus.
You
live-
got that new. You got that new
Your ass
Lexus.
live in Crete and your house getting built. We don't know
Right.
where the fuck to go.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Nigga, I paid taxes in 3. Allegedly. Nigga, I still got a link card. Allegedly. The fuck?
We can't be
Shit.
talking about people be talking about the shit you got. You be like,
Right. I don't got that shit.
This came from the swap.
Hey,
This swap-a-rama.
I was just sitting in the aid office today saying I'm fucked up.
I'm
I don't
fucked
got
up.
nothing.
I need all of it. I was chewing aluminum foil. Social Security, me, please.
That's what's up, man.
Can we
Yeah.
get your favorite comedy movie?
Oh, that's gonna be hard because I am an I'm gonna get you sucker.
Okay.
Really?
Oh my God, stupid
Okay.
shit like that. Because people gonna be like, "Oh, Harlem Nights." I'm gonna get you sucker. If you watch it today, you'll
Yeah.
still see
gonna
some
laugh.
shit
Yeah.
that you didn't see the last time
Yeah.
that you watched that motherfucker. I love movies like that. So I'm gonna get you sucker.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
That's what's up.
And before we got out of here, top 5 comedians overall.
Let me see who can still give me opportunities. You better pick right. 'Cause niggas be like, "Oh, go ask your favorites." No. From what I'm seeing right now, listen. Obviously still selling out arenas with no promo and not telling nobody who's on the lineup but him, Cat Williams.
There we go.
He ain't told nobody, ain't paid for no motherfucking promo.
Do you
He-
got a newfound respect for him now that you work with him and you see him working?
Absolutely.
The difference.
Absolutely, because we always have in our mind what we think that
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bigger
yeah.
name, the mega stars are like.
Yeah.
And then you meet them and you watch how they operation run and you be like, nigga,
You cold blooded.
this to have a motherfucker to say, I'm Cat Williams and I'm bringing my friends and you don't even know who the fuck the friends are, but you selling out an arena every fucking time. That's that nigga does witchcraft. That dude.
Cat killed Wanda though. Ain't nobody else.
Oh, my
nobody
God.
talks
No,
about
he
that.
did not.
Oh,
That-
my God.
Yeah.
No.
I wonder, do he feel bad now?
Why? He didn't do that.
Yeah, that day
Did-
she was dying a little bit every day.
Did she come across the street first?
Yeah.
She came across the street. See, that's the thing. Don't fuck with nobody
Yeah.
that ain't fucking with you.
Did he go to her funeral?
I don't
Oh my God.
know. I don't
Oh,
know.
my
No.
I
We
have
got
no.
Cat. We got Cat. We got need 4 more.
You got Cat. Any bitch that can bounce back and still have an arena to stand on their feet every fucking time their name is said, you gotta respect a bitch like Monique.
Monique.
Okay.
The show don't even start till that bitch come out, and she like number 6 on the list.
Miss Write a Letter.
Definitely Monique. Let me tell y'all something. Again, after seeing this motherfucker live, still right now, and that's why I was gonna come back to you about that Varnell Hill shit.
Okay.
Tommy
That-
Davidson
Yeah.
is a ball of motherfucking energy and is going berserk.
Yeah. Legend.
I
On
say
stage.
niggas like him who was doing comedy in the 80s and not like it's unfair. Like how funny
How funny and
niggas like that is.
Yeah.
Tommy Davidson
Still
is in his
is.
60s and he has a 3-year-old daughter.
Damn.
She's on tour with us. Beautiful little girl. But I watch her watch him in amazement.
Wow.
Because he does all these voices and all these characters, and he literally works the entire stage, go back and forth like
Tommy
he running.
Davidson,
Tommy Davidson is a
beast.
monster.
A beast. One of my favorite stand-up comedy specials is Illin' in Philly by Tommy
Yes.
Davidson. He cold. He cold.
Yes.
This nigga on the Shack tour said Mexican wallets look like ice cream sounds. Did he like ice cream sandwich? Like, nigga. Okay, that's Monique, Cat, and Tommy. 2 more.
Give me, because it's so many.
It's a lot.
It's a fucking lot. Why would you make me want to do 5? I'm drawing. No, I can't put him in the top. Well, obviously, I'm a big fan of his consistent work. Still one of the funniest to me, Kevin Hart.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart, easily. And then rounding out that top 5, shit. Nope, can't say that. Don't you?
Yeah.
Well, this is too much pressure.
Yeah.
Just say who.
Cause I mean, I don't.
Kevin Damn Fool Simpson. Just say it.
Also one of my favorite comics.
Kevin.
Damn Fool is another. But Round out top 5, I'm going to say, who do I like? I like everybody, and that's the problem because I like everybody for different reasons. Let's put Ali Sadiq.
Ali
Okay.
Sadiq. There you go.
I don't know how I fucked that.
Yeah.
Ali Sadiq right now is the best fucking storyteller, and I've seen all of them.
I want to ask you about that, him and the cat thing, but we'll have to talk about that off stage. But Ali Sadiq is
Ali
amazing.
Sadiq is right now. There's nobody touching him when it comes to storytelling. I watched Ali Sadiq when he did Domino Effect, and then 2, 3, 4. When he came out after the first one, he picked up right where he left off at the last one. He didn't introduce shit. He didn't rehash. Now, remember when I was on the last one, that nigga walked in and was like, so I'm sitting in jail, right? And everybody was like, yup. Because it was like, nigga, everybody had seen it. And I watched him. I was there live when he did Chicago Theater. He sold Chicago Theater out on his name alone. Nobody else on the marquee. Name another nigga. Name somebody from here that did it.
Larry Hoover. But look.
So, yeah, that's going to be my 5.
That's what's up, man. Look, Corey, we could talk all day,
Hell
every day.
yeah.
But it was a pleasure to have you, man. Keep doing your thing on this tour.
Thanks, man.
Tell Monique keep them fucking letters coming. I be laughing at them lives because to me that shit be fucking hilarious. How she just stay on Tyler Perry and Oprah neck. It's just funny to me. I'm like, give it
until
to
a motherfucker say, "Oh, uncle." Ain't it crazy that it would literally only take you about 60 seconds to end all of that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can 60 seconds to end all of that.
But look,
hey, man, I'm
wrap
happy
this
to be here.
Thing up. Say
Thank
your
y'all.
piece. Where you at next? Say your social media. And
first of all, thank y'all for having me on such a sophisticated, well put together, well organized podcast.
Thank you.
Thank y'all for not trying to bait me into any bullshit or scandals because we see what podcasts do and we see how that shit can ruin. Now, whoever your editor is, tell them I'm on their motherfucking head. Because if they chop some shit up like, Cat Williams is on the neck up. You know niggas that chop shit up, but they will. But I just want to say thank you for, just having integrity.
Oh, yeah.
Having integrity, a podcast with integrity and letting people just be who they are and who they want to be. So that's pretty dope. Thank y'all so much for that. And I am still on tour. I'm still on tour. Coming up on the biggest bucket list stage of my life, I'll be at the United Center.
Damn.
That is already sold out. 23,500 tickets sold. And I've never heard of this before, but if you go on Ticketmaster right now, they are selling standing room only.
Damn.
Behind the 300 section. That means you got to get on the roof.
Can you get us in, though?
If you want to reach me at social media.
You heard what he said about the green room. Stay out there.
I don't want to go. I just want to
be back in the back.
In the audience.
Where Tony Kukoc used to sit.
I'll take a picture in there for you. I got you. I don't think he was
though.
in the United Center, though, was he?
Yeah.
He was in. Okay, well, I don't know nothing about soccer, so
Yeah.
I don't even watch football like that. But follow me on everything because right after this is done, I'm kicking off my own tour, the Best Friend Tour.
Let's go.
We already
Shout out
got
to
10 cities, 10 dates. I'm bringing my best friends to your city. And y'all can follow me on everything: Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pornhub, RedTube, X videos at Corey B, and that's CORREYB, Corey B, or Corey Bell.
Man, that's what's up, man. We gonna wrap this thing up. I've been your boy M Dub,
and I'm Reese.
Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all be blessed. GD to the world. Blow
up.
Rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie. These niggas don't even smell what the rock is cooking. If this rap don't work, then it's back to jugging. I might just hit some stains, then it's back to booking. I'm somewhere with the gang, smoking on this cookie.